Mr. Landsbergis, now it's our February, 1 year of our assassination of famous Russian politician, opposition politician, Boris Nemtsov. So what do you think the situation is between European Union and Russia? What are the state of affairs? And especially in this house, in the parliament. So how it works between Duma and the European Parliament?
Well, first of all, I have to begin that the situation in Russia is really not improving. Just a few days ago, it was released on Twitter a small video of Mr. Kasyanov in Strasbourg, and sniper's rifle aimed at him, and it was released through Mr. Kadyrov's Twitter's account as a message, as a warning that the Russian opposition, the remaining opposition, cannot be safe. So I think that symbolically, a year after Mr. Nemtsov's murder in the middle of Moscow is not only not solved, but other people are very, very much in danger who still oppose the regime of Kremlin. In the European Parliament here, we have a very strong push for restarting the debate, the dialogue with Russia. And I think that the premises for that are wrong and are bad, in a sense that not only the situation with human rights in Russia did not improve, but the whole deterioration began when the aggression in Ukraine started. And it's still there, and nothing really changes. And I'm not talking only about Donbass, where still the shellings are taking place, where Russian army is still in Ukraine. But the question about Crimean Tatars, it's not moving anywhere. So European Union, European Parliament, I think it has to stand very firm in its commitments towards human rights, towards territorial integrity, towards non-aggression to a peaceful between peaceful states. And I think we have to be very firm in that and require and request from Moscow to uphold the law, to uphold the agreements, and up until that time, we won't restart the discussions and debates and parliamentary dialogue.
Mr. Landsbergis, are there a lot of people concerned, especially human rights defenders, with the situation when Europe is very double? I mean that a lot of countries in European Union accept money of Russian civil servants who buy here properties, who maintain their families in luxury. So how would you estimate the perspective of Magnitsky law for Europe, for the European Union, to stop this shameful connection to Russian corrupt money?
Absolutely. I don't think that it has to be put as an opposition to the sanctions that are already in place, but I think that Magnitsky law is a good example of where European Union could go further in order to stop the illegal money flows into Europe. Because it not only, as you are saying, that not only it buys property, not only it buys something of value like yachts or ships or boats or villas or anything like that, but it also corrupts the political parties. It corrupts the press. It corrupts the whole democratic establishment that we hold so dear in European Union. And in my country, in Lithuania, we've known that for a very long time, how Russian money flowing in through Gazprom, through another big energy monopoly companies, how they which influence they have on political society. On civil society, where generally after 10 years of this influence, it's very hard to distinguish between people who are genuinely fighting for something and those who are actually representing Russia's corrupt interests. So I think that that Europe has to do more in order to stop the flows that are corrupting the very core, the very foundation of European democracy.